Good evening, friends. So, today I am gonna start by narrating a story that I read on one of the posts in the Facebook, I believe. So, this one is about a little boy who had gone to a candy shop, and after he was done purchasing what he was there for, the shopkeeper offered him some candies out of the jar that was kept in front of the boy. But even after shopkeeper repeatedly offering candies to him, the boy did not pick anything out of the jar. And finally, the shopkeeper had to take some candies out and give it to the boy. And to his surprise, when the boy took the candies, he was very happy. And that made the shopkeeper curious to ask that when I was offering you to take the candies on your own, you didn't take it, and when I have given it to you, so you are so happy. So that means you always wanted it, but you never took it. And what was the reason for that? And the answer that the boy gave is something that has to be implemented as a learning in our lives. So his answer was that my hands are small, so if I was to pick out candies on my own, I might not have been able to take out as much candies as you've given to me. And the other thing is, maybe I might have thought that you'd give me just one or two candies, so when I would do it on my own, I'll take out 2 or 3 candies maximum, but you've given me so much. So that is exactly what we need to do when we pray to God. It often happens that whenever we are sitting for prayers or seek anything from God, we make it very, very specific. That we are praying to get this particular job. I'm praying to get this particular thing for myself or my son or for anybody. What we don't realize is that our vision is very small. I can see just the world that's around me. And even if I was to ask for something from God, the maximum that I could do is think of something that is good for me or that is better. But God has a huge vision. And like the boy said, God's hands are big. Not literally, but yes, He has control over everything. So while we might be able to think of just good for us or a little better for us, thinking and analyzing the surroundings and the environment and the circumstances that we live in, but just have faith that God will do the best for you. So just pray without any specific agenda or thing that you would ask from God. Just seek His blessings and know that He's gonna give you the best thing that's there for you in this world. The other thing that I want to talk about is seeking and giving help. This has always been a controversial topic for me, within myself and also with my friends around, because what I feel is that when somebody is seeking help, just know that that person might have tried to knock at every possible door, and after hearing a no or not being able to gather any help, that person would have gathered a lot of courage to come to you and seek your help. So if you have that ability, and even if you don't have that ability, sometimes people, the actual help that people need is just that comfort and assurance that they are not alone in their fights. And that is something that all of us can do. It is not a matter of us being rich or poor or having a special thing that we could, materialistic thing that we could give, but an assurance and just that confidence to the other person, just letting them know that we are there watching your back and will not let you fall. That is the thing that anybody might seek. So and then there are a lot of times that when people seek help, we sit back and calculate whether that person would be able to pay me back in any sort. Just if that is the calculation that all of us had to do, and I'll just relate it back to the help from God. So if God was to sit and calculate that if I give somebody a specific thing, would this person be able to pay me back? If that was the calculation that God had to do, then He would never help anybody, and He would not do any good to anybody. So, like I always say, we are all children of God. We learn from our parents, and He is the ultimate parent to all of us. So just learn this thing from God and help anybody and everybody who is coming your way and seeking help. We are not machines that we will not be able to figure out who is in need, and those are the vibes that you get when you come across anybody who's in need of strength, need of an emotional support, in need of probably the financial support, or a number of things. So my submission is that we all get to know, so we should not at least wait for the person to come up, because at times it requires a lot of courage to voice out the need for help. Then it's easier to stand alone and fail probably. It requires a lot of courage to come out and seek help. So if you are that lucky person that anybody feels you are worthy enough to seek your help, they have already placed you much above them. So just value that position that somebody has given to you and help them without even expecting anything back out of them. And whatever you do for others would definitely come back to you in some form or the other. Like I always say, God is watching. And be a child of the Almighty. Learn from God and make this entire world a big family. Help each other the maximum that we can. Yeah, that's about it, and wish you all a great week ahead. Thank you.